Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, classmates. We are here at Gairan, Bugos City, Cebu to conduct an interview about the career path. So, good morning, sir. I am Dea Cecilia Roble from BN 3B. On behalf of my group mates, Junalyn Polo and Kimberly Rosalita, we are here to conduct an interview about your career path. So, are you okay with you, sir, to conduct an interview?
Good morning, everyone. Yes, Miss Dia, I am ready for that interview.
Yes, sir. So, sir, can you tell us about yourself, especially your educational attainment, sir?
Okay, I am Lou Hilig Susubilla. My profession right now is a policeman. And then, I am a police chief master sergeant. So, if we are basing that to the former rank category, I am SPO3 already. So now it's Police Chief Master Sergeant. My highest educational attainment is I am a graduate of a Bachelor of Elementary Education and I am a licensed teacher.
Sir, if I heard it correctly, sir, you graduated a course of Bachelor of Elementary Education, right?
Yes, I graduated Bachelor of Elementary Education at CRMC Bugos City, Cebu.
Before we conduct an interview, sir, as being a Marites, we heard that you graduated a course of BA, sir, but the career that you are facing right now is not the career that you graduated, right, sir? Therefore, sir, can you tell us your current job career, sir, for clarification?
Yes, as I said it earlier that my profession right now, though I graduated Bachelor of Elementary Education, then my profession right now is a policeman. So this is why it happened or how did it happen. So after I passed the LET exam last 2002, I also applied for an entrance examination for NAPOLCOM, for PNP. So, both of that eligibility can be used for your entrance in PNP organization. So, those eligibilities that I have, it's very advantageous to me during that time. That's why I entered this career policeman as a policeman.
Okay, sir. So, while ago, sir, you said that you graduated of BEd. If pursued to literally, you will become a teacher. But how come you choose to change your career path, sir, from being a teacher and how you are brave now you are a brave policeman?
Before, my father really want me to become a teacher because according to him, especially as a elementary teacher for elementary students or pupils, because according to him, every day we are dealing with innocent people or individual like the children. So he really want us to become a teacher for that reason. But as the years goes by, when I saw my other brothers who already in PNP service, so there was a change of plans in my part. Then I really admired my brothers who are policemen. So I tried to apply for a police officer. Then I was accepted, and that's and everything is history.
Okay, sir. So, can you tell us about what you like as a policeman, sir, and you didn't like about the previous course or as a teaching job position? So, can you tell us, sir?
Yes, I didn't say that I didn't like to become a teacher. I love also that career. Especially, it's really in my heart of teaching students, of teaching people. Even now, as a police officer, that career of mine, being a teacher, licensed teacher, is very advantageous to me as a police officer, because we as a police officer not only accept complaints, but we also educate. We conduct as part of our crime prevention. We conduct we go to schools to conduct symposiums. We go to barangays to conduct pulong-pulongs, and even to a group of individual like TUDA or LGBT or other groups, and we conduct educational information about crime preventions, anti-criminalities, etc., about our advocacies, about our functions, about our purpose as a police officer. So my being a my education as a teacher and my career as a police officer somehow coordinate with each other, somehow complement with each other. So I don't think there is a contradiction to that part. So I think they are related. Actually, when I applied for a PNP, I remember that an officer asked me why would I like to apply for PNP. What's the relevance being a graduate for education graduate? So I told that officer that it's very relevant as a teacher to enter as a police officer, because we can educate people, we can impart people knowledge, and as a teacher there's a big relevance actually, because police officers are not only there to apprehend, they are also there to impart knowledge, to educate people and about everything. Thank you.
Did you choose this career job as a policeman because it matches your skills and interests?
Yes, it's really matches my skills and interests. Yeah. As a
So, what are the skills and interests that is related to your career job as a policeman, sir?
if you mean that skills related to me as a graduate in education graduate, and to my career now as a police officer.
Yes, sir.
If that's what you mean. So I think my good oral communication, my attitude to my work as a I am a team player actually, and also I really love to the cooperation towards the organization, the diligence of my work, and many more actually. There are many skills to tell you, but in this kind of work there must be seriousness, and your attitude must be adjustable, and you might there is a lot of stress to this profession actually. So if you want to become a police officer, you must be ready. Your emotion, this is not all about being so smart. You have also the IQ here is not really what matters, but also the EQ, the emotional quotient, because in this profession we are trained to handle situations and cases different from each other. So you must be ready for that, or else you will be lost in space actually for that matter.
Okay, sir.
So that I think there's a lot to tell you, but only that as of now I can actually tell you.
Okay, sir. So, towards this skill, sir, by the theory of John Holland, this is related to our topic discussion, sir. So, communicating, such as communicating orally or in writing, caring and supporting, training, meeting, greeting, assessing, teaching, informing, interviewing, and coaching. Does one of these skills, sir, push you to become a policeman because you feel that these skills fit for your job career?
Actually, it's not only one. I think most of it, As a police officer, we are dealing with our colleagues and our superior officers during conference, meetings. So there's a communication there. Then towards our client, we also have to communicate with our clients, not only to those who went to our offices to have a complaint, but also we also go to the community to impart knowledge to communicate with them how to deal with situations that need their vigilance in other factors, to be aware of the criminalities, to be ready and to handle things precisely or accurately that could defend themselves and their families and even others. They can also do that. So communication skills towards all aspects of life, especially to even to our family, it's really, yes, that theory is really applicable, not just one, but I think everything about it is applicable, is in our job.
Okay,
as a
sir.
police officers.
So knowing those factors, sir, that you choose the job to be policeman who serve peace and order for our country, which is totally different from a teaching field. Do you have any knowledge before entering this particular job, sir, as a policeman?
Before, I thought being a police officer is about go after with the criminals and serve justice to the needy, the one who are needing it. But now, as a police officer, there are more of it. It's not only go after the criminals, it's not only giving justice to the ones who need it, but there are more. There are so exciting incidents, situations of being a police officer. Being with this career, I could say that I think I belong here. I am in the right place right now because I love serving people. I love serving the community. I love serving my family and all. No, with God's guidance and grace, being a police officer is not that hard to handle anymore. So we should if you want to become a police officer, you have to a person with a God-centered heart or a God-centered life person.
Knowing that you graduated a course of Bachelor of Elementary Education and now you are a policeman, do you have any work adjustments, sir, towards the career job or no?
In my own opinion, Miss Dia, in every step of the way, there is adjustments. In my part, it's really not that hard because, as I said earlier, I think they are related, being a education graduate and a police officer right now. They are so much related in so many ways. So I don't find it hard to adjust now. It's true as what they say that if you love your work, you are not working anymore. But if you hate your work, it's really hard for you every step of the way because you don't like what you're doing.
So everything does not look like for you hard, sir. So how long does it take to cope up for the environment of your work, sir?
There is no specific time, there is no specific period. It's really up to you how you adjust to situations and things. So I think you don't have to set your mind on things that are what I learned with this career and with this life is that don't set your mind on things. For example, we all have different timelines actually. Your timeline is different with mine, and mine is different with others. so do yours. So we have to, we ourselves, it's all up to us how to adjust things in our way, in our way of thinking, and etc. So if you resist on things that are new to you, so it's really hard to adjust to it. But if you are willing to learn, and if you are willing to take what's there, what's the offer or the opportunity, as time goes by, there is learning, and there is you will find it very interesting and very challenging actually. So if I were to give you an advice, don't stress yourself to those things that are not yet happening. So let it come, and let yourself try to do or to act. If you can do it or not, don't judge it right away that you can't do it.
Okay, sir.
So you know what, with this kind of work, there are so many surprises. You will never know what's there every day, what's the risk, stakes. I know being a police officer, it's very risky, but you never know when will your time will end, because this kind of job is not as easy as it looks. Matod pa nila, hayahay pa kuno sa police. Siguro sa una tinuod na, pero karong panahon na, it's not that easy, because people nowadays are very well informed, very knowledgeable, especially with this kind of age we have, that we are very highly technologically advanced. Like all information is actually almost from time to time we are informed. So we police officers can no longer do things as what we understand, because many people nowadays knows the laws, knows the things and how to handle it. So we are trained, we are very well trained with our job. So I think this kind of job is very interesting and very challenging.
So, since you are a policeman right now, sir, are you now comfortable of your job, sir, or do you have any plan to pursue different job career? Why or why not?
Yes, I am very comfortable with my job now, my career now. But as what I said, I'm not setting my mind to go after a new job or new career. So whatever God is there to offer, I am very much willing to do it and to try it, and to look or to try to see to myself if I can do it or not. So the challenge is always there. I always give myself a challenge, a reason to move on, to excuse me. As of now, I am very comfortable with my job, and I am not thinking of pursuing other job, other career as of now, because this is already a stable job. I am financially stable. I already have a family right now, and this job is supplying very good in our sustenance.
Okay, sir. So, what are the aspects of your role today, sir, as a policeman that you enjoy so much?
Serving people and serving God, actually.
Yes, sir.
So if you can say that, so serving people is giving, it's already a giving, no? But serving God, you can ask me why and how.
Why, sir?
So in my point of view, you know, if you are good in your job, if you are taking care of your job, if you are sincere and honest to your job, to the people you are serving, you are also doing it to God.
Yes,
So,
sir.
Other people look at us as a corrupt person, etc. They're giving us a bad images, but I'm not actually totally affected with that. Yeah, it's because I am doing it with sincerity, with integrity. No, I am helping people actually. I have this experience that a family who have dispute with each other came to our office and asked for help. So I middle with them. No, I try to explain to them what will happen if with this dispute their family will be broken, and what are the advantages and disadvantages of the result if they will not give themselves or their family a chance to so with that situation, I am so happy that each of the family who are in dispute, with that situation, kind of came to think of it and they resolved their I was an instrument to the resolution of their dispute, and I'm happy with that.
Sir. So, sir, as a role model to our society, do you have any advice for students about work concerns and how to cope with the demands of the society?
My advice to students, if they want to become a police officer like me, or a teacher, or a doctor, any professionals or any career they want to achieve, they have to finish their studies actually. Every time I meet any students, either be a male or female, I always ask them if after they graduate, I always encourage them or ask them what they want to become after they graduate, or if they want to be, or if they graduate, I always encourage them to be one of us, to be one of the police officers. So most of the students who are very interested right now to become a professional like me, to have a career like me, really needs that important ingredients to achieve that, which is finishing their studies.
Yes,
How can you become a police officer? How can you become a teacher? How can you become a doctor if you don't finish your studies? You deviate, because you already enjoyed what you have now. You already enjoyed the vices you learn from your barcadas and your friends, like drinking, smoking, etc., or whatsoever there is. So how can you finish your studies? How can you become a professional like me? How can you have a career, a good career like me, if you don't finish your studies? One of the qualification for being a police officer, being a doctor, being a teacher is to have a diploma. So if you don't finish your study, you can never be like us. You can never be like me, a police officer. So my advice is to finish your study first.
Yes.
So no matter how hard the obstacle and how difficult the challenges there is, it's always passing. At the end of the day, you will relax, you will have a break, and tomorrow it's another challenges, it's another way of how to solve the problem or other whatever there is. So my advice to students is, do not overthink, do not think of something which are out of your control. Let God do His part and strive hard to do your part.
Yes, sir.
Everything in this world is achievable actually if it's given to you. But if you are aiming for something because you are looking or you are comparing yourself to others, it might be impossible, no, because we have, as what I said earlier, we have different skills, we have different passion, we have different we are best in really different ways.
Yes,
So
sir.
what I am best of is not what you are best of, diba? That's what I mean. So as a student, no, be wise, and be. I'll always pray to God that He will give you what you really deserve, and also to the demands of the society. It really depends on the situations. Actually, the society, I don't understand with that part, but I think it depends to your career or to yourself. Be yourself. Be happy as what you are. Don't act according to what could make them happy, what could make the society happy. That what stress to most of the students right now. Others will commit suicide actually because they are not thinking of what they can do, what they are best of, and they don't realize, they don't analyze, and they are not closer to God actually, no, to those things which they are capable of, which they have potential of, no. As of now, as a student, no, you have a lot of potential, you really don't know. So my advice to all the students is just enjoy the journey. Just do not overthink, and do not think of things which are uncontrollable, and always ask God the guidance and the blessings that you really need, and you will not lost along the way.
Yes,
If
sir.
God is in you. So even though we are challenged, especially with our situations like our families, our environment, or even ourselves, but if we are always praying to God, for sure you will never lost along the way.
Yes,
God
sir.
will guide you, and God will put you to the right place where you belong. So as of now, as a student, finish your study.
So that's all for today's interview with Sir Lou Jesus Villa. So again, sir, thank you so much for giving us time and effort answering our questions, sir. Your experience serves as a good example as we currently took up a bachelor's of elementary education, and we promise, sir, that we keep your personal information private, and this interview will serve as for educational purposes only, sir. So do you have something else to say, sir?
Okay, I would like to thank you, Miss Dia, and to your group for having me as your guest, you know, and to the teacher who have given this kind of activity to the students. So I salute you guys, you know, and it's my pleasure actually to impart my experience, my knowledge, my situations about my career, about my profession, about my studies, and about my personal life actually. And I hope I have imparted good things in Inspirable One to the students, and to the one who can see, and to the one who can read this interview or hear this interview. So I am very, very much thankful for the opportunity you have given me. So thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.